If you missed SHOT Show 2025, you probably missed out on some of the most exciting new 22LR ammo releases in years. Manufacturers have rolled out some serious upgrades, from whisper-quiet subsonics to blistering hypervelocity rounds and everything in between. Whether you're a casual plinker, a dedicated hunter, or someone who loves pushing your rimfire firearms to the limit, there's something here for everyone. In this video, we're diving deep into the latest and greatest 22LR ammunition of 2025. We'll break down what makes each load special, how they perform, and why you might want to stock up. From improved reliability to cutting-edge performance, these rounds are changing the game. Let's get into it. 1. Remington Wheel Gun 22. The new Remington Wheel Gun 22, unveiled at SHOT Show 2025, aims to improve upon the reputation of the Golden Bullet line. Remington has introduced several upgrades to enhance consistency and versatility across various 22LR firearms. The primer mix has been improved for more reliable ignition, the brass walls and rim design have been reinforced, and a new bullet head geometry provides a firmer hold on the priming mix. These adjustments are designed to address feeding and ignition issues in a range of firearms, from hammer-fired pistols to AR-style 22s. On paper, the performance numbers look promising. In a 50-yard test, the 40-grain load averaged 1,248 feet per second, while the 38-grain version hovered around 1,340 feet per second. However, the standard deviation was quite high, exceeding 20 in both cases. That said, the ranch hand still outperforms the old Golden Bullet in accuracy by nearly 0.5 inches at 50 yards. This is a significant improvement, though it still lags behind stronger competitors like CCI and European brands such as SK or ELE. If you're expecting a true match-grade performer, you might be disappointed. However, if you're looking for an affordable option for recreational shooting or using it in a 22 firearm that doesn't require near-flawless consistency, the ranch hand could be a viable choice. At the very least, Remington is moving in the right direction by upgrading its 22 lineup. If they refine the plating quality and tighten up the velocity spreads, they might finally have a real contender on their hands. 2. CCI Suppressor Max. If you've been waiting for a rimfire round specifically designed for suppressed shooting, CCI's Suppressor Max might catch your attention. It operates at a subsonic speed of around 970 feet per second, keeping noise levels low so you won't attract unnecessary attention, exactly what you want in a suppressor-friendly load. This round features a 45-grain segmenting hollow point bullet that breaks into 3 parts upon impact, delivering impressive performance for pest control and small game hunting with a quick, clean result. These rounds perform exactly as advertised: quiet, accurate, and surprisingly powerful. If you frequently shoot in noise-restricted areas or simply prefer a quieter shooting experience, Suppressor Max provides that whisper-like report when paired with a suppressor. Another benefit is its reliability in semi-automatic firearms. Many subsonic rounds can struggle with feeding and ejection, but Suppressor Max cycles smoothly even in pistols and rifles that are typically picky about lower-powered ammo. As with most specialty ammunition, CCI prices these a bit higher than standard plinking rounds. However, you get what you pay for if you're serious about suppressed hunting, or just want to shoot in your backyard without disturbing the neighbors. The cost might be justified. Upgrading from standard subsonic rounds to one that fragments on impact also offers better terminal performance on small game. If you rarely shoot suppressed, Suppressor Max might be more than you need, and you could save money by sticking with more basic subsonic loads. But if you're looking for the quietest rimfire round that still delivers effective performance, it's hard to argue against giving these a try. 3. Federal Hammer Down 22LR. Federal decided to expand its popular Hammer Down line into the 22LR space, and if you own a lever-action 22, you'll probably appreciate what they've done. Lever guns can sometimes struggle with certain bullet shapes or case designs, leading to frustrating feeding issues. Federal tackled this by using a 40-grain copper-plated hollow point bullet in nickel-plated brass. The nickel plating keeps the cases slick for smoother feeding and also improves corrosion resistance. If you're running a Henry or Marlin 22 lever action, these cartridges should load and cycle smoothly. They run at around 1,200 feet per second, hitting the sweet spot for small game. You'll get solid expansion on squirrels, rabbits, and other critters, along with enough velocity to maintain a relatively flat trajectory at typical rimfire distances. Of course, you can use these rounds in a bolt action or semi-auto, but their real appeal lies in their lever gun optimization. Federal also packages them in 325-round boxes, which is convenient if you enjoy shooting on weekends or are planning a hunting trip. The price is a bit higher than bulk plinking ammo, but you're paying for reliable feeding and consistent performance. Some shooters swear by nickel-plated cases because they stay smooth in tubular magazines, reducing the chances of jams. If you're just looking for cheap ammo to plink with, there are more budget-friendly options out there. But if you love running a lever-action rifle and want to minimize feeding issues, Hammer Down 22LR is a great choice. Federal has been known for quality control for decades, and that reputation extends to these rimfire rounds. 4. Aguila Super Extra Hollow Point. Aguila has long been on the radar of budget-conscious shooters, and their Super Extra Hollow Point is one of the reasons why. You get an affordable copper-plated hollow point bullet weighing 38 grains, enough to handle small pests and critters. The copper plating helps reduce barrel fouling compared to cheaper plain lead options. So you won't have to spend as much time scrubbing out residue at the end of the day. However, your experience may vary depending on the firearm you use. Some semi-auto rifles run these rounds flawlessly, while others may occasionally experience a failure to feed or eject. That's not unusual, as rimfire guns can be notoriously picky about ammo brands and bullet profiles. You might try these in a Ruger 22 Charger or Kel-Tec P17 and never have an issue, but then encounter some feeding hiccups in a Smith & Wesson M and P15-22. It's always a good idea to test a small batch in your firearm first to see if it's a good match. Accuracy typically falls within an acceptable range. You won't be printing match-grade groups at 50 yards. But for general plinking and short-range varmint control, it performs just fine. Many shooters also appreciate how these rounds function in blowback pistols, making them a solid option for those looking for an affordable, all-purpose 22 round. Aguila's Super Extra Hollow Point also has a distinct smell when fired, a small quirk that some shooters actually enjoy. It's just part of the brand's signature. If you're on a tight budget, this is one of those go-to choices that lets you keep shooting without emptying your wallet. It might not be your top pick for precision shooting or competition, but for everyday range fun, it gets the job done. 5. CCI Clean 22 Hypervelocity. You've probably heard of CCI's Clean 22 line-bright, polymer-coated bullets designed to significantly reduce lead fouling. The latest addition to this lineup is the Clean 22 Hypervelocity, boasting a muzzle velocity of around 1,550 feet per second. That kind of speed is no joke for a 22LR round, making it ideal for flatter trajectories or solid energy transfer on small game. These bullets weigh only 31 grains, making them lighter than standard 22LR loads, but they're engineered to fly straight and avoid issues with feed ramps. You'll likely appreciate the major reduction in barrel and suppressor buildup, especially if you prefer shooting over cleaning. Some shooters report 6,080% less lead residue compared to uncoated ammo, and noticeable improvement when inspecting the bore or the inside of a suppressor after a long-range session. Hypervelocity ammo can sometimes be finicky in certain firearms, but CCI generally ensures reliable cycling in most semi-auto platforms. The increased speed flattens your bullet's trajectory at distances of 50 or even 100 yards, improving your chances of hitting small targets when your sights are dialed in. In terms of price, it's a bit more expensive than the cheapest 22LR options. But you're paying for the specialized polymer coating and CCI's well-earned reputation. If you're using a suppressor, the reduced fouling could be worth the extra cost, as it helps keep your suppressor cleaner and performing optimally for longer. Clean 22 Hypervelocity is a solid choice for shooters who want a blend of speed, accuracy, and reduced maintenance. It's a unique round, well-suited for modern .22 rifles and pistols designed to handle fast cycling in high-pressure loads. 6. Norma TAC-22 Subsonic. Norma's TAC-22 Subsonic might catch your attention if you're looking for a quiet .22 option that doesn't sacrifice accuracy. This round travels at approximately 1,017 feet per second, staying below the sound barrier and eliminating the sharp crack associated with standard or high-velocity rounds. It features a 40-grain hollow point bullet, making it effective for small game hunting while maintaining discretion. Its slower speed pairs perfectly with a suppressor, significantly reducing noise without the transonic turbulence that can affect consistency. There's enough power to handle squirrels or rabbits, which is useful for quick pest control around your property. If you're simply looking for peaceful plinking without disturbing the neighborhood, these rounds will keep things quiet and controlled. Many shooters consider TAC-22 Subsonic one of the best choices for suppressed rimfire rifles due to its combination of consistency and affordability. It's not the cheapest ammo available, but it's also not in the premium price range. Norma has built a strong reputation for precision manufacturing, evident in the uniformity of the bullets and brass. However, with less velocity on tap, you might notice a more pronounced trajectory curve when shooting beyond 50 or 75 yards. If you're planning longer shots, proper adjustments are necessary, but many shooters prefer to keep it within the 25 to 50 yard range for quiet range sessions in small varmints. Overall, TAC-22 Subsonic is a dependable and surprisingly budget-friendly way to keep your rimfire setup quiet while maintaining solid accuracy and energy for typical .22 LR needs. 7. Remington Standard Velocity .22 LR. This round is definitely worth considering if you're looking for subsonic performance without breaking the bank. Remington has a long-standing history in rimfire ammunition and its standard velocity .22 LR line is a solid choice for those wanting a balance between cost and performance. It features a 40-grain lead round nose bullet traveling at around 1,150 feet per second at the muzzle-lane, ideal speed for precise target shooting in small game hunting. Some shooters say it brings back memories of classic Remington ammo that used to be found on every store shelf. You might come across reviews from users who tested it against multiple brands in the same rifle and found that Remington's standard either matched or even outperformed more expensive options. Of course, rimfire firearms can be picky about ammunition, so results may vary. If your rifle likes this round, you can expect decent groupings at 50 yards and even out to 100 yards, impressive for an affordable option. Feeding and ejection are typically smooth, making it a good choice for both bolt-action and semi-auto rifles. It doesn't leave excessive fouling, so you may find yourself cleaning your barrel less often, which is a plus for those who enjoy longer practice sessions. By the time it reaches 100 yards, its energy drops to around 85 foot-pounds. But that's still enough for general plinking or taking down small critters with a well-placed shot. Remington packages these rounds in 100-round boxes, a convenient size for those who don't need bulk quantities but still want to keep a reasonable stock. The price is budget-friendly and won't put a strain on your wallet. If you're looking for consistency from a well-established brand, this round is worth trying in your rifle. It might not be the most exciting option out there, but it's reliable, accurate enough to keep things fun, and won't cost you a fortune. And that wraps up our look at some of the newest .22 LR ammo this year. Whether you're searching for an affordable option for casual plinking or a high-velocity round with top-tier performance, there's definitely something here to suit your needs. What about you? Have you tried any of these rounds, and which one impressed you the most? Or is there another .22 LR round you think is worth checking out? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Who knows, you might just help someone find their perfect ammo. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on the latest firearms and ammo content. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.